price. Wow, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go. Bitcoin took a beat down. I knew to get out of my long, and I'm always, I love when I cut off those longs and then I see the price is just completely tanked. As I went to put on a tie, get myself ready for the show, and Bitcoin took a nice down from 70,008 to 70,480. But I could see that on the 15-minute head and shoulder. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about what I saw happening for Bitcoin, why I cut off the long trade, and how I was able to keep myself from taking a loss or a bigger loss. And we're going to find out what's happening in the market today. Shout out to all the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax, and all the beautiful people here. You are the channel sponsors, all the people here that are, watching the channel every single day. Let's do the first thing, the ritual of the channel. The number one thing that got us here, putting the lemon into the water, right? That lemon into the water. Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? I lose track of the days at one point. I was on Crypto Billy's Spaces last night. He made it all about me, which is crazy. So many people just, commenting how much they cared about me. Like, it just, dude, Crypto Billy, you're the man, dude. And anyway, it was an amazing space, but it wasn't all about me. It was really about the struggles of life that we go through. I listened to so many other people talk about what they went ups and downs, people they've lost. It was mainly about investing, but we kept it moving. And it was an unbelievable spaces. I had a really good time, connected with a lot of people. It went late, and I was kind of vibrating into the night. Hard to go to sleep after spaces like that. But shout out to everybody here. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. Let's do the right thing and decalcify that pineal and get ourselves on another plane. Just nothing better than that taste. It's so awesome. All right, let's break it down. Shout out to all my beautiful souls, man. Love you all. Thank you for being here. If you live in love, you cannot be denied. Rave Song Records, you were there, man. I don't even know how many people were there. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house, man. Blessings on blessings. We have the coolest. He's a legend, man. He's a legend in the space. He's the coolest man in the game. Shout out to Rave Song Records and his wife. I hope you two are having a wonderful day together. God bless you both, and thank you so much for the love and the support and for supporting each other all these years and just nailing it and being amazing. All right. Bitcoin, there's more liquidity to the upside to the downside. All the downside liquidity has dissipated. It's going. The lowest we may go is 70,000, it says, and then we may get a bit of a bounce. We're going to find out whether that makes sense or not, and we're going to break it down. So shout out to all my beautiful people. Let's break it down. Like I said 17 times. I'm a little tired today. If you see, I'm slightly off. I did go to bed at 2 a.m. and had to wake up at 7 to bring my daughter to horse camp. But it is what it is. God bless you all. Let's take a look here at what's happening for BTC. As we break it down every single day on the channel, welcome to Crypto Lifer and Sam Price. Anyway, I had to do that. But listen, I saw this shoulder, head, right shoulder. I could see a dump to the downside. When the moving averages get tight, you lose this high volume node. You're likely to come to the 200 SMA, maybe even all the way back down to $69,000. Another reason why that makes sense is the 4-hour got overbought at the top of the channel. This is pattern trading 101, bottom, top, bottom, top. You're likely to come back down one more time, get real tight, possibly for our bigger move to the upside. And if you're in my trading group, you already kind of know what's happening. You know the skinny, but there's so many awesome people here, and we're kicking it. Yeah. Bed at 2 a.m., up at 7. Normal day in crypto. No sleep season. Yeah, it is a normal day in my life, But honestly, as a dad and as a group leader, I try to get a good night's sleep. I do get a good night's sleep many nights. I do. I'm normally a 12 to 7 guy, but it depends. I don't like to even put my sleep patterns out there, man. It's all national security over here. I stay up all night holding something in my hand, staring at the door. Every single night. Then I go to bed at 4. Then I wake back up at 7. Then I go to bed. My patterns are erratic, which is actually true, so you'll never really catch me. So check this out. The daily bounce, bounce, bounce. That's a clear trend lineo, right? Trend line. I like it. Well, I'm jumping the gun as I usually do. Let's take a look at the weekly here and break it down. So we broke above 65.5. Beautiful. As long as we stay above that, I remain bullish. That to me is our new bottom. We lost it. We brought back above it. Great. 67.2. As long as we stay above that, I remain bullish. We broke that. 69,000. As long as we remain above that, I remain bullish. We broke that. But that's the next level that we really need to watch. So we must hold $69,000. Let's see where this candle actually ended up closing at 69,360. So yeah, so 69,360, I'll call that line. And then can we break the all-time highs? This candle last night was close to closing as the biggest candle of Bitcoin's entire history on the weekly. We were there. We were like, had we pumped up like a couple $100 more, and then, it would have been the biggest candle for the moment, right? We almost hit the highest wick that we've ever hit there, which remember was 73,777. Isn't that insane? See, I'm gonna hit high, right? Whenever I go on one of these coins, and when I go here and you see the H, it turns to 73777s to the T with all zeros. How weird is that? Since 777s has been the theme of my entire year, you guys know me. It's all about the 777s, and then the high of Bitcoin that we need to break is 73,777. I find that just eerily strange, you know? Like it just fits right into my life. Like I'm supposed to be doing this. And this is all kind of going to plan, right? Anyway, AI coins about to rip. A lot of coins are pumping. RWA got a bit of a pump, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. We have a lot to discuss. There's some big news coming to the United States, and it's bigger than crypto. It's bigger than it's pretty big, and so we're going to talk about it. Shout out to Crypto Bees, who says he's buzzed to be here. Very funny, very funny. But we're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. It broke out of a beautiful flag, right? And then it made this indecision doji, which it then is capitalizing on by this green candle. I'd love to see this candle break above the all-time high and close. We have 4 days and 10 hours. Things are looking pretty good for this to close as the highest weekly candle in history of Bitcoin, but only time will tell. But that is looking pretty nice. The 3-day chart broke out of the smaller flag that we had it in. However, resistance, it's got a clear, triple top right here. It's got to break back above that level. We got to see a break above 71,006, 71,008. Once we break above there and close the candle, that would be the highest the 3-day candle ever closed. We are so close to the highest the candle ever closed in the 3-day. I don't know why people aren't bugging out right now, freaking out, right? See BlackRock? Oh, yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about that. So this looks really nice to me. And then this brings me to the daily, where I'm watching this bigger pattern at play. Some could say, was that, we broke out. No, but this is strictly what I'm looking at here. And you want to keep it clean. You want to keep it concise. You want to just stay on topic here and not play games. All right? But so, and then remember, I found this falling wedge for you. We talked about the bounce. We said previous resistance is support. We put a line there, which was on the POC, that red line there. But, I had my own yellow line because that's how I do. But resistance. That's how I made a trade there. I'm still in the long. We'll see how long that trade can play out. All right? And I'm still in that long. May have taken some profit. 71.6 would have been a better place, right? We'll see where we go. But looks like we are getting a bit of a resistance here that may come back to the downside of the pattern. Maybe give us one more chance to get back in as well. We take a look at the daily, and the daily still is continuing to the upside, but that could curve at any time if it does hit like it's hitting. So today, will this daily candle close red and tweezer top? Do we just kind of go sideways and meander on a Wednesday? Usually there's pretty good volume on a Wednesday. It's one of a better day to trade. Like I'll go out a flag or I'll see something, or like the head and shoulders should get the dump, or the whatever way you're looking at it, inverted or regular, you should get the move. So we'll see. Shout out to yesterday, man. See, yesterday, not every day is going to be the same. Yesterday was insanity. We were hitting every single trade. Michael Powell through the 500. It was out of control. I can still feel the adrenaline from yesterday. Yesterday reminds me why I go live every single day and never take a day off. And why I never know what's going to happen to the live, and why I always stay open to what could happen to the live stream. You know what I'm saying? It's you throw your hat into the ring. You press that live stream button, you hit stream on that software, it goes out to the interwebs, and boom, you've now done something that can't be reversed. You're now touching the world, and you never know what's going to happen when you put yourself out there. If you learn anything from me, whether it not even be trading, learn to put yourself out there. Learn to go for something that you're may make you feel a little uncomfortable. You may be not sure about it. Go for it. Just go for it. Just go and do it. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to learn from it, and you're going to know more from the situation. So every time you're afraid of something, say the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going to learn more. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get back into the brass tacks here of cryptocurrency trading. This is the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastics RSI. This is the VRVP, in case you wanted to know what I'm using. And then I use 5 moving averages, the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. As they get tighter and tighter on the daily, we usually get a pretty nice pump to the upside. So when I see moving averages get tight on the daily, it's telling me there's likely going to be a move to the upside. What would be the move? It would be the length of this whole pole would eventually be where this leg was taking us. Just like when we broke out of here and we went on a leg. Look how long that leg took, February 1st, all the way to about March 11th. It was about a 40-day leg. This tells us we're about to go on another 40-day leg from the beginning of June 8th or 9th, all the way maybe to July 12th or 20th, something like that. So this is also kind of creating that same idea. And futures are already back up to 70,600. getting a bit of a bounce here for Bitcoin. We may have missed a perfect entry, but I got to do my due diligence. It is what it is. I don't chase price action. I make sure I do what I'm doing, right? So here we are. The 4-hour makes sense. I mean, resistance, and then you hit the trend line. We drew this trend line. We knew that was a top resistance area. I talked about it on my update this morning to the trading group. Even look at the 4-hour now, a little bit away from the 21-day moving average. Whenever the 4-hour gets away from the 21, hoping that the 1-hour could have made a crazy move, and I took a risky trade on it. But I don't risk a lot. If I get hit off, I get hit off, and I go from there. 4-hour could come back down to the 21-day moving average here. And then we can get our move further to the upside. And that's the longer pole. There's a shorter pole. And that basically, I can side with that resistance there at about 73,650. And then we'd be on our way to all-time highs. I mean, we're so close to the all-time high. So here we are again with Bitcoin. Similar scenarios we saw on the daily with a lot of resistance. Resistance. We come back down, we retest, and we bounce. We hit the 21-day moving average. The 4-hour suggests that we do have some more possible downside, right? Stochastics are kind of turning on us, though. Let's take a look. I like to deep dive my stochastics by double-clicking them. Yeah, but no, still turning to the downside, all looking more bearish. Like this wants to come further down. All right. I find it cool when multiple TH strategies suggest similar targets. Amen. I see it all the time. Bollinger Bands with Percentiles at Ice Indicator to combine with the Stokes. Thank you for saying that. God bless you, brother. So we are getting a bit of a bounce here, though. We're seeing Bitcoin back at 70,700 on the futures, on the fooders. Do you trade fooders? Yes, I trade fooders every day. You trade perpetual fooders. Do you trade perpetuals? Are you a perpetual trader? Yes, I trade every single day perpetually. Let's take a look. Are you a perp trader? No, I don't trade perps. Let's take a look here at the 15-minute. 15-minute also had that head and shoulder coming down. It bounced really fast back up there. Still kind of a slanted Adam and Eve. I'd say the 4-hour pulls back on you. Look at my 7, my 1. The 1 minute did just lose the 200 MA. Look, that's also a sign we were going to dump. Right there, short, bung. Perfect short to the downside. So I see chop, up and down movement on the smaller time frame. Anything could happen. We could get a huge rip to the upside. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm just playing probabilities based on years of what I've seen in the chart. So anything can happen, but to me, it's very likely and high probable that we come back down to the 21-day moving average here on the 4-hour time frame. All right? And it may make me want to take a trade here off the table. I've had it open for a few days. It's been going well. I've been paying to keep it open. I've been continuing hitting these perpetuals. Up $300 on the 9. Just something tells me I'll be able to get back in on that same long-term entry. Let me just take a look at my 8-hour time frame. Yeah, 8-hour also looks like you're going to come down to the 21. I mean, you could rip, but it just looks like you're going to get consolidated in here a little tighter. And I may be able to get back down at 69,300 one more time. I may be able to get like maybe a $1,500 discount on the price action here. All right. Anyway, and that yeah. Yep. Okay. So and there's the deal. So I'm looking for that move there, right? Giving it that bounce. Previous resistance could give it that bounce back to the upside. I mean, the daily still wants to rip. That's the one thing that holds me back, right? But that was a good trade, man. And this is on the USD pair. So what I do is I'll go to last quantity. And I'll close that as such. Using this last button. is the least amount of fees. It just takes time. You want to be below price action for price action to come. And there we go. It took it off the table. So bang, bang, bang. And there's another winning trade that I took, right? It just, to me, looks, and I might be wrong. And if we consolidate above 70,000, 71 or something, I'll get back in again. There's a couple chances in there to keep that long alive. So we'll go from there. But I did just take that long off the table, the bigger long. It just, to me, is more likely that this 8 hour, the 4 hour, everything's going to come back down. I'm going to be able to get this maybe low $69,000 price action. So, again, there's no guarantees. I'm not saying it's happening for sure. I don't know. But the probability suggests that I can. All right. Potential handle forming on the cup with the 4 hour time frame. Exactly. See, cup with the handle. You've got it right on, spot on, right? Savvy cup and handy here. Also, what's interesting is it looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom. And usually, lately, I've been seeing the Adam and Eve with this little flag to the side, and then it rips to the upside. I could be wrong. This could be the 70,000 low, and we could get a huge bounce. You never know. 7 minute does look interesting. All right. Do fees include the longer? All right. Savvy cup and handy, 70K is a dream. It really is, though. Even 70,000, like when you think about it, we're at $70,000 Bitcoin. Unbelievable. I made a trade this morning, and I could be wrong. Who knows? Actually, you guys, see, I'm tired, so I say the same thing a lot. But, and again, I could be wrong. I say it all the time because you never know. I don't want people to think that every single thing I do is everything he does is 100%. People start to assume that the lifer is untouchable. When I make mistakes, I lose just like everybody else. It's about how you deal with the losses and keep pushing, right? I talked about BNB for there's a lot of gains that actually we could go over right now too in the trading group, but I gave beer last night in the trading group. No, I didn't give out beer. We don't drink beer. I like Mumu. Mumu's in a giant double bottom. Mumu the bull. This thing's also trending on token metrics today. I'll be nice enough to show you that. Some key insight that you don't always get here, and I get all this deep dive information from all around the internet. It's not just token metrics. It's my own team. It's what I'm doing. It's my deep dives. It's my technical analysis. There's multiple gains if you're in my trading group already. If you're in my trading group, you got Notcoin when it was sitting here at 006 inside this Adam and Eve double bottom. You got Notcoin in these other flags again where it continued to the upside. You got Pepe in the perfect move before it ripped to 18. You got Bonk before it ripped. You got every single meme coin. We go over to the entire meme coin like total and total market cap and show you when we're likely going to get a bigger move in meme coins in general. We just cover so much for you inside the trading group and nail it. Last night I was even looking. I even do high risk meme coins. I saw beer last night, and I could just tell what has the volume and what looked like it was going to pump out of a bull flag, and it was in a beautiful bull flag. And I put it out to the trading group right here inside this little flag, and this thing would blast. I mean, 66%, still holding gains of 44% right now, and looks like it may even continue to rip even more, $428 million market cap. So this thing boomed up pretty nicely last night. If you're in the 99, you would have gotten this, this flag and talked about it late night. I'm up late grinding. I'm up early moving. It doesn't really matter. Your 99 is working for you all the time, constantly. Going over the hottest memes, what's happening, the nicest setups, and more. Teaching you about new coins that are just coming out. Showing you what I'm into and why I'm into it. Like here, I'm going to give you guys a little break here. You're in my stream. You're in my dream. You're in my stream, so I appreciate it. Here's a freebie for you. I'm heavy in AITECH. And right now, AITECH is sitting at like the 618 in a pullback. It's like technically on the technical analysis, it's in a really great spot. So AITECH is an advanced computational network that delivers high-performance computing HPC power to organizations engaged in complex AI projects. Solidus AITECH's forthcoming initiatives aim to transform AI and HPC landscapes, which is high-performance computing, by addressing critical challenges such as accessibility, cost, sustainability. I own this coin. They never paid me. I found this coin on my own, and I own it. No one paid me to say this. I just want to make it really clear. It would be cool to meet the AITECH team, but I don't, I'm my own man here when it comes to what I invest in. AI Marketplace, a dynamic platform. I never got any money to talk about. I just want to make it really clear. Whether you believe me or not, that's the facts. But I have a big old bag of this, and I've made a good amount of money trading this already. So it's been good to me. AI service providers, our infrastructure as a service platform offers users access to various groundbreaking AI applications. This platform is designed to simplify and streamline processes, ensuring a seamless and efficient experience for our users. It also has a launch pad, and investors are not limited to participating in the initial decks, but can join at earlier stage with a more favorable valuation. And they've raised close to 1.8 million. Solidus AITECH has introduced the AITECH token, designed to integrate seamlessly with the HPC platform, offering a novel investment opportunity and supporting the facility's development. The innovative funding approach levels blockchain technology to eliminate the need for a centralized payment system, enabling efficient allocation of computing resources. The AITECH token revolutionizes Solidus AITECH's data center, allowing users to access diverse services. Its platform, primarily payment medium with fiat currency, seamlessly converted to AITECH tokens for a smooth user experience. It's really awesome. I love it. You can buy it on MEXC and some other places around the internet. That's where I buy, though, MEXC. AITECH on the radar. All right? AITECH on the radar. We give you more coins, deep dives, ideas, thoughts, what's trending, what's hot, what's not, and what's happening in the game every single day here on the channel. All right? Even trade Bitcoin live if it happens to be the move for that day. All right? Could we still be inside of flag on the 1 hour? Still is somewhat oversold. Like, I could say, is there a chance the 1 hour still completes this crazy move and we just get a short squeeze like you wouldn't believe, and we rip to the upside, and it is just, I was thinking that's possible, and there's a chance to keep my trades open, but the 4 hour just doesn't look amazing. It could even, but anything, what the thing about the stochastic RSI I want you to realize, though, is we could easily just do this, whoop, start a pump, and we could be gone. Like, at any moment, Bitcoin could turn. Price action does whatever it wants. We just play the probabilities. I mean, look at this move here. It just dumped and came right back up on that doji. So either we're going to start making this falling wedge here, like so. You see, and go up or down, or we're going to continue. And look, I can also see this shoulder, this head. We make a right shoulder, we continue to dump. I'm more bearish than bullish based off the rejection, based off the bearish divergence here. That's some good bearish div at the top of the channel. 4 hours oversold, overbought. Likely you're coming down, right? MEXC with the low market cap DGen. MEXC has everything, though. It has Solana, high market cap. It's got low market cap. It's got everything. It's got access to the hottest coins in the game. And when I told you I was moving to Florida, I told you I was taking over. I told you I was coming. I know you didn't believe me, but I'm taking over, man. And even a local publication found me, the Florida Gulf Coast Money, and a guy that actually, follows me, found out I was moving to Florida, reached out to me. We did a phone interview. It was a really awesome time. And he put me on the cover of the magazine, A True Beacon of Hope, The Journey of Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. And you can read this article, I believe, on page 3. Right here, page 7. On that 7, baby. But here's a link to that if you want to jump on in and check that out. But, yeah, man. And I didn't pay for this, And he wrote it from his perspective as someone who was looking through the internet and found me. And kind of his perspective. And then he even gave me a plug to the Discord right there. A link that you can click on right now that actually works. I believe, yeah, hyperlink to the Discord, to my website, which is awesome. But what a blessing, man, right? So I moved to Florida within a couple weeks. I get a phone interview for a magazine article. Pretty awesome, man. God bless you, brother. That was so awesome. So check that out. Appreciate it. Sarasota cars, coffee, and crypto in a couple weeks. I love it. When I need a copy, man, let's go. Good stuff, brother. Shout out to Stack McChange. The presidential campaign begins. Yeah, right. Hey, we gotta. Yeah. Did you get your KASPLEX wallet yet? At kasware.xyz. I'm ready to go. I have it stashed. I have it ready to rock. And then we got KASPLEX. We know what's up. We know what to do. We're ready for these memes, these KRC20s on Kaspa. I've got the money loaded. I'm ready to go. I want to be one of the first ones to jump on in. It's going to be insane. And also, you don't have to follow me. It's going to be high risk. Some things I may do may get lost. Some, we may lose, we may win. We don't know. But every time I jump into a new ecosystem quickly, it pays off. I've been in Kaspa for a long time. Everybody knows that. I'm a Kaspa guy. Was talking to Tactical Investing about his fight last night on Spaces. Shout out to him. Really cool that he did that. He put blood on the paint. You know, he risked blood on the paint. I think he put someone else's blood on the paint, honestly. But today's a good day to relax at the beach for a while. I'll be going to Anna Maria Island this afternoon. It's a beautiful place. Shout out to Juan Ruiz. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Wow, congrats, Sam. So proud to be a part of the community, learning and growing with you guys. These past 3 years has been amazing. Shout out to Crypto Nick, man. We love you. Kryptonic. Hey, Lifer, I'm back, brother. Shout out to Hulk Solana. Long time no see, my G. How you been, my friend? God bless you. Hope everything's going well. Dude, Anna Maria is one of my favorite places to be in the whole world. It's one of the main reasons I moved here. After going to that beach, my life was never the same. What a beautiful beach. I didn't know America had beaches that made you feel like you were in a tropical place like that. I was just blown away. The Gulf is amazing. I'm not hating on Miami. Miami's beautiful. Each coast has its thing. But man, the Gulf Coast, that water, that crystal clear sand, those beaches, just the breeze, everything about it is absolutely, unbelievably stunning and amazing. So I'm at a standstill right now. Does this 1 hour flag decide it's going to just rip our faces off, take the smaller target or maybe even the bigger one, and just do I say, man, I should never have sold that trade. We're about to rip to all-time highs to 73.5. My goodness. Thank you for telling us about AERO, bud. We know about it. We appreciate it. Don't bring it up again or you're going to be a shill. We don't want you to shill, man. So get the education because someone else might have another coin you want to find about tomorrow. Right? 15-minute wants to bounce drastically back to the upside too after that low at 70,393. Could be just a stop on. I'm not loving the you know what I would do? I'm waiting for it to break above 71.39 again and then make a flag up here. If it breaks above this and retest, it makes the flag. It's more likely I could take the trade. Somebody crypto for 5 years, and I gotta say, you stand out in this space. You and Tino are part of the few that don't wreck your audience. Respect you, brother. Keep being you. You know, my trading group continues to grow. People that join my trading group continue to grow. And they tell other people. Fathers tell their sons to join my trading group. Sons bring their fathers into my trading group. Like, if my trading group was some weird degen thing, a father would never want his kid in there. I have fathers who learn about me somehow and then say, hey, I think my son could. And this has happened numerous times. It's pretty interesting. Wow, Bitcoin getting the bounce to the upside and all the liquidity is above us. Everything is above us there. It says we're going to the upside. To Sammy, you better get back into that trade and let it rip before you miss out on this awkward cup and handle. Kind of like, is this the cup and that is the handle to the upside? We're just doing a little liquidity grab right here, and if you jump right in here, you get spanked back to the downside. It's an interesting Wednesday. I'm getting some mixed signals. The pattern isn't as perfect as it should be. Everything's not, I could say, we fell out of the pattern. We broke back inside. I haven't thought about that. That's something that I do a lot. I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm going to trust that the 4 hour needs to come back to the 21, and I'm not going to get caught up on the small time frames. It's very rare we get a pump this far away. Even if it is a pump, it could be a smaller bearish div with a retest, though. I'm going to trust my bigger time frame instincts and the fact that either we go sideways or come further. Now, we could go sideways here or come further down. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but the probability is we're going to touch the 21. That's the probability. That wick was pretty dang close almost. It's interesting. 2 hour time frame also suggests we kind of may be going a little more sideways for a while. 8 hours also a little too far away, and the 8 hour will close a bearish candle today if that's how we're going to close, actually in about an hour and 17 minutes. How do I know that? Right click here, hit countdown to bar close. That's how you're going to know when the bar closes. You're going to get that information that you need. All right. Don't play yourself. You've got this more than you realize. The second you don't have it, you don't. You got to believe you got it and then push forward every single day. Your mentality is everything. Fight through the fog. Push forward. Look at me every day. I push every day. And look, someone yesterday, dude, threw a $500 super chat. Like, if that doesn't... And money isn't everything, but it's just the inspiration of the idea. And I remember when my first $500 super chat, which really did change my... Like, it was like, wow. Like, I could immediately buy a new microphone or get something for my studio. Immediately could upgrade my streaming situation. Like, someone immediately impacted my life in a way where I could immediately go do something. And I was like, wow, I went out there. I started a channel. People gave me more money to help my studio get better. I mean, it's insane, right? What God provides for you through other people, through the love of others. And you know, that's why I just firmly believe in God. And I have I just love God, man. I have so much love for the creator of this world. He gave me my dreams that I always wanted. All my desires came true. All the things that I ever really wanted, you know, really desired. Not to ever go to work for somebody else. God checked that off the list for me. I did it, but, you know, he provided opportunity. You can too. You can change your life in ways you've never thought possible. I'm telling you right now. It's waiting for you. So I see a pullback for Bitcoin. I really do. And it looks to me like we're going to come test at least 70,239. But more likely somewhere down here at about 69,600. And it's funny, it's not on the cards for BOOKMAP. They don't have the liquidity there, which is weird. Usually they back me up here. They do have a little grace period, though, that is a little bit of blue. But it does suggest that we're just going to get a short squeeze later on today, all the way to the new all-time high. And, you know, there's a chance. And so I'm open-minded to believe there's a chance here that this 1 hour time frame leaves me to the wayside and does break out of this flag. But it's more likely we make a shoulder ahead, and even if we get a breakout here, it's a right shoulder or double top here. It's all about breaking above 71,200 for Bitcoin. Is that live, Peer? Joining the lifers in July. Shout out to Duke. Hi, Jinx, man. We love you. Yeah. 1 minute breaking back above the 200 MA. I see what you're saying. A little bit of hope there. Inverted head and shoulder. But it also is just chop. That could chop around for a while. I wouldn't stay too much on the 1 minute right now. You know, it's crazy when you use time frames, knowing what time frame to really be hard on at that moment in time. Like some days it's the 15, sometimes it's the 8, sometimes it's the 22. I find it weird. I never knew that. That's something that I really started to learn, that you can flip the time frame to your light, you know, not to your liking, but there's certain time frames that at that, some days it's a certain time frame. I can't explain that, if you get what I mean. Man, I love that taste. I love it. Almost everybody that has the trade on their own last night. Almost everyone that has tried trading on their own has lost 99. That's how I determined it was time. Made myself spend the money, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me financially. I love you for saying that. I would not join a trading group. I wouldn't spend any money. I was so stubborn. I thought everything online was a scam. I really did. I thought every single, you know why? Because I didn't believe in myself. I used to tell myself things and not do them. So once I wasn't really a competent individual, I didn't believe a lot of individuals were competent. And so my lack of faith in myself was lack of faith in humanity. And so when I saw someone online selling a service or doing something, I'm like, that guy's just probably... Once I started to master something and start to sell a service, I realized there were amazing people out there selling services. Now I buy services all the time. See, now before, I wouldn't get a golf one-on-one. Now, if I'm going to golf, I'll pay to go golfing with somebody one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Thanks, Lifer, for your work. Shout out to Dimitri Dude. I just like someone who specializes in things and gets it done. A specialist will help you more than anything. Everybody, I want to talk about here if you go here to a link, we got a link in the description. It's the, Bitcoin Nashville Lifer link. And if you hit that link, you're going to be able to jump on in and get a festival pass, get an industry pass, get a whale pass. I will get a commission. If you pay in Bitcoin, you get 21% off. So use that link, jump on in. I will be going to Bitcoin Nashville. I can't wait to see you there. I'm going to start booking things and getting it ready, but it's going to be a blast. It's going to be one of the biggest things ever. I mean, it's going to be one of the biggest Bitcoin events ever in Bitcoin's history. So stay tuned for that. Bitcoin 2024 at Bitcoin Nashville. July 25th through the 27th. It's coming about 2 months from now, a month and 20 days. I mean, it's here. It's here, and it's going to be crazy. I've never been to Nashville. I bet it's a beautiful city. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be exciting. So stay tuned. And there's going to be so many people there. Eric Snow and Tim Draper. Wow, I didn't realize he could come into the United States. Or maybe he speaks through like a Zoom call. Yeah. But it's going to be amazing. $4.99, it's definitely worth it. I'm telling you right now, $1.99 for the industry or the VIP, and get them 20% off by paying in cryptocurrency. Hit the link. Join me in Bitcoin Nashville. I can't wait to see you there. We'll have our own little lifer meetup. If you show up, it'll be amazing. We'll make maybe a Telegram group people can join. And then through that group, we'll link it up. And shout out to my man Justin in Nashville right now. Bitcoin back above 71,000. Really, really like showing strength right now. Like it may. I tell you what, the 1 hour saying, hey, you never know. And that's why sometimes I just trade a smaller time frame. Even though the bigger time frames say don't do it. I'll take the risk. Right? But this has been the struggle to if there's any weakness to my trading strategy or just, a struggle to, this is it. But that's why I usually just, when you're in early and you take profit, you're out. You're in early, you take profit, you're out. Now you're like, But to me, this would be a great trade. I mean, the low stochastics touching the 21. We're holding the high volume node, even though we tried to lose it. We defied that head and shoulder on the 15 and got back inside the pattern. It's a little bit of a bull flag trying to peak back above 71,000. Remember yesterday when we hit it like he got everyone keep hitting that like button. You're going to pump the show to the upside. You really are. I kept saying you guys are in control. Everybody is. We got 374 people in here. Let's get that like. You're going to get 2,000. You can get 2,000 people in here today because you took it from like 1,100 to 1,700 people yesterday or something, 1,600. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I greatly appreciate it. It's you people that got me here. I used to stream to 3 people. Then it was 4. Then it was 7. Then it was 10. Then it was 100. Then it was 200. Then it was 300. And then it continued to do its thing. All right. Had to pop in and say thank you for hanging again last night. We appreciate you. Shout out to Jimmy. God bless you, Jimmy, man. Hey, a friend of Crypto Billy's is a friend of mine. Thank you so much. Yeah, we were up late though, Jimmy. That was way past my bedtime, man. I go to bed like a little baby. However, I think we do Bitcoin Nashville to challenge those who might be on the fringe to help create some funds for the trip. Just a community idea. Just had an eye exam, partially blind, but that won't stop me from putting in the time. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Keep pushing, though. I love your attitude. Good morning, Sam. I found out why you liked the 7-minute last night on Spaces. Crypto Face is one of the few channels now. This is my favorite channel. Just wanted to share. Amen. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I let out some gems that I never told anybody. Some key little insight. And look, then I found out it came from a bot. So like, see, you never knew where, like, you know what I mean? How I derived from he derived it, and then I derived, and then boom. This flag could pump up to 73,650. We could see a massive short squeeze right now. BOOKMAP is setting up that we're going to get a move. We also came down and then defied it. I do not like the way the 4 hour is looking right now. But there's that feeling like, I might miss out on one of the biggest pumps of Bitcoin's history. You never know, right? Hey, Aloish, you think you're gonna? Is Sham gonna get Bitcoin all the way to the upside there? Hey, Krish, how much Bitcoin did you own after I took it all? Short squeeze of the Sammy show. Could it be the bearish retest, Sammy? I don't know. That stochastic just looks so strong right now, right? On a bearish retest, your stochastics are high and turning down 90% of the time. That's why I use stochastics RSI. They teach you how price action moves. But man, this thing looks like it's about to moon, like out of nowhere. The 4 hour doesn't look so. Does the 1 hour defy the 4 hour? I've seen it happen. It's rare. In the long run, you're better off walking away and letting the 4 hour do its thing. Look, that's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio, basically. I take that trade to 74,000. What? 170. Stop loss would be at like 73.62. Risk 168 for $800 and this thing would blast, right? I don't need to win so bad, right? Things are going well. As I spend less time in the charts and giving myself time to breathe, it's improving my confidence in trading and removing the fear of needing to be in the charts all day. God is great. Amen. As he guides. You don't need to be in the charts all day, man. You need to set your alerts when you're in the charts. And then when you hit your alerts, you need to execute on the alert that you planned out. You need to just project plans, go for the plan, and take the plan when the plan plays out. And just repeat over and over again, right? Robert De Niro impressions? You're all a bunch of scumbags. I'm sorry. Sam, much like poker, knowing when to pull the trigger is more important than knowing the game. Please help me know when you see over the trade. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Sam, I just wanted to tell you thanks for everything you do and all that I'm learning from you on a daily basis. God bless you. All right. Robert De Niro seems like an angry old man lately, man. I don't know, man. Used to be a cool dude, bro. You know, everyone's on edge recently, though. You know, I'll give everybody a break. Everyone's on edge, so. New to trading, and I've not made any profits. It takes time. It takes time. It's definitely not an overnight situation. You also even have to know what you're going to do, where you're going to trade, how you're going to trade. Like right now, you could trade on MEXC, you could trade on KuCoin, you could trade on Coinbase. What are you going to do? What coins? You know, there's 1,000 ideas. Are you going to be a meme guy, a soul guy? What are you going to, you know, there's just so many ideas. So right now, Bitcoin's been basically sideways from 70,008 to 71,000 for the last hour on the stream. We're about to hit 11 o'clock this morning. Life Revision finds the gains daily, baby. The daily wants to finish its move and maybe curve to the 4-hour upside. Bro, he's been that way for a while. If I fly an American flag, I fly up. Oh, man. Don't say stuff like that, man. No, not to a guy from Boston about the Freedom Trail, man. No, don't do it. No. Don't ever disrespect America. Not to a dude who grew up in the bean, man. Wow, I like this little dumpery dojo. So the whole market kind of took the dump, took the bait, while they got it back to 170. And then this thing, I mean, Solana looks like it's about to rip and go to 180. And you know, we're gonna take a look at another chart right now that's gonna break it down as well. And you know, I think you guys know what chart it is. But it's a great chart to kind of show us when meme season may really truly begin. But remember, this is kind of how Jupe looked before Jupe made a move on the 3-day. I wouldn't be surprised if Solana goes back to 180 and watch it for months. Starting in MEXC last Wednesday, 96 to 3.5K by Sunday. Doing all-nighters. Thought I had taken profit but had reverted. Lost it all. Much love and onwards and upwards. Thought I had taken profit but had what? Wow, you took 96 to 3K. And then you thought you took... Well, I don't understand, you guys. Why don't you see the money in the account? Take the profit. Make it happen. I don't get it. Can you please look at Coin again? Our group topped off and I have 100 shares. Let's go. Shout out to United States, man. Bang, bang, bang. Let's take a look at Sol here. I see 180 target short term for Solana. Things looking mean. If Bitcoin crumbles down, it will crumble down though. Just remember that. I got literally grinded with the stop losses. Sol is my heaviest holding right now. Adam, you're gambling. Somebody says. I'm reading what they're saying. I didn't say that. Wow. Shout out to God is Love for dropping the knowledge. I'm not even going to repeat that. Wow. Anyway, let's take a look at Coin Kaspa. It represents the shred. Yeah. Rosendale Square, beatdown, baby. Home of the history. That is where it all started. We have the best schools and the best hospitals. Yo, shout out to Crypto BZ, man. It's funny, man. When I hear you say that, I moved away. It's so strange to move away. Boston will always be a memory of me. I'll come back, though. Bill Murray impression. Sorry for asking for De Niro. It indirectly brought up politics, I guess. Yeah, I see. You just wanted the Italian gangster over here. Hey, kid, I told you 10 times, huh? You keep walking over here. You keep looking in the window. You're going to be part of the gang or you want to get out of here, eh? If you go across the street and hang out with the schoolboys, you're kind of going to make a run, huh? What are you going to do, huh? You take that paper bag over there. You run across the block. Or you go hang out with the kids and the kids that want to play in the playground, eh? What do you want to do over here, eh? You keep looking in the window, huh? You want to be in the deli? You want to hang up on the deli? You want to get the hell out of here, kid, if you're not ready to make a move. What are you talking about over here? Hey. They banned the... If you come to LA, you got your own some bomb Mexican food. God bless, man. I can't wait, brother. How do you feel about Litecoin? I actually own more Litecoin than I realized. I have a pretty big bag of it that I didn't even know I had. Litecoin's pretty hot, man. And shout out to CryptoFace, man, hanging out with us on the live. If you don't know who CryptoFace is, he's a big-time lev trade, man. He hits $1 million trades, like $100,000 at 10x leverage. He uses small leverage, too. He'll use like 200 grand at 4x leverage, like... But he's hitting 1.5, maybe even sometimes $2 million trades in total when he's hitting on that lev. And he's pulling in 30 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand, 70 grand, 100 grand. You know, and I don't even want to downplay it, sometimes even more. He takes losses, he takes wins, and he's not afraid to show his losses either. So, McDonald's is the most famous Scottish restaurant. Sure, I know he needed to short the garden. His neighbors were moving him out a tree. You're funny. Hey, Sam, could you talk about 150 trading courts? When I scan it, it does not give me the option for that. Really? It should, though, right? Love the new Spider lines, bro. You're funny, right? You own Litecoin close to its bottom. I do own some Litecoin. We're definitely up late last night, but it was great. Just glad I made it through the glitches to support my brother. Yo, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate what you said. It was like really heart-wrenching. It was like, wow, man. A lot of people came out and supported me and really said, like, man, this man has changed my life. And really, really put it down. So, unbelievable. I'll tell you what, man, today's a really good learning experience because you're learning how, like, it's like there's that FOMO to jump in on the one. But there's that idea that the 4 hour isn't okay yet, right? It's like, again, it could flip. And we could still rip. We're a little too far away for the 20. Like the 4 hour usually, look, see this gap here? But here we kind of just moon. But that was a straight moon, you know? You can't, I mean, but usually once you start to consolidate a little bit, you come to the 21. Once you make that first red candle, look, 21. First red candle, 21. First red candle. It's very rare, even right here, first red candle, 21. It's like very rare you don't come back to that 21 after that first red candle. And what, we have 2 or 3 red candles now. We have 2. So to me, it's just so likely that 21's coming. It may be no lower than 70,005 though. We may actually go sideways too. Only time will tell. We'll find out at the end of the day. But to me, I mean, that's a breakout right now. That's breaking out of the flag. That flag just broke out. I got FOMO to jump in this perpetual. It's like freaking me out. I'm like, oh. Looking like, well, let me take a look at the smaller time frame, the 15. The 7 wants to pump too and just broke above its 200 MA. Or the 1 minute actually is playing. But the 1 minute's making like a head and shoulder-y. It's getting funky on that 200. But it did just break the 200 with low stochastics. Interesting. Does Sammy take the trade live? 177 for 830. 100 for 600. 100 for 500. I'm up on the trade that's on the week. So I am in positive, right? So if I stop trading right now, and I look for even something even better than this. Like this is good, but I usually get more confirmation than this. Usually I don't have this mix, like the 4 hours low and the 1 hours low when I take the trade. See, this has some mixed signals, so it's, I actually should back away because my system's telling me, hey, you would have been in already. If you liked it that much, you would have been in already, right? Difference between hesitation and not getting the true signal that you're looking for. However, I do like that bounce off 70,004, and I'm interested. And I originally was long. Even last night, I was long on this rising wedge, but they broke it down. Five-minute overbought, but just got above the 200 there too. And here we are just hovering at 71,000. It's tough to tell. I've been in, why is 4 hour not going to affect the trade that last 3 minutes? Anything could happen. You got to pay attention to all time frames, really. Take a walk, Sammy. Think about it. Okay. Okay, I'm ready now. Can you check out NEO EVN? That thing kind of, I don't know if it's really worth talking about anymore. But yeah, we'll look, I guess. I don't know. Send it a super chat for TAs and deep dives, man. All right, and we have the list of the hot meme coins on Casper. We have the Casware wallet ready to write. We have KASPLEX. I just want to talk about that one more time. Kaspa hitting an all-time high. Shout out to everyone that's been in Kaspa with me this whole time. Let's talk about it. So I see Solana, even if Bitcoin, as long as Bitcoin goes sideways or even slumps a little bit, that money might funnel back into Solana, right? But I saw Kaspa in this rising wedge, suggested that it could pump to the upside and go to 21 cents. You can see Kaspa would break back up all the way to about 19 cents, up 7.48%. Making bacon on the beach, man. Kaspa, right? And now it's in a little bit of a flag, similar to kind of watching Bitcoin, but it is in a little bit of a flag. And with the frenzy with the KRC20s, this could give Kaspa its own reason to really want to continue further to the upside and go to that 22 cents. About to hit 19 cents for Kaspa. We're about to hit our 20x. If you were with me, we were in really since below 1 penny. I've been getting into Kaspa so early. I've been talking about it for so long. I wonder if someone could find the first video where I started buying or talking about Kaspa ever. But man, Kaspa. We talk about it a lot here. And everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon when those KRC20s, and everyone's going to act like, oh yeah. And the channels that knew the deal, man, my Kaspa bag's the biggest it's ever been right now. I can't believe how much money it is. Unbelievable. Over triple figures on Kaspa right now. Kaspa, God bless you, man. Thank you, dear Lord, for the blessing. May I see it all the way through to the highest, to one of the highest points and take those gains, because, man, what a blessing. But Kaspa could make this move out this 50-minute flag to the upside. It could also start to pull back a little bit. I go out the smaller time frames so the bigger time frames kind of get in the way. And then that's usually when I, slow it down. We take a look at the 3-day. And the 3-day had its run up from the low area to the highs, but it could just get, look what the 3-day did here as it kind of, so we could start our bigger move. What I like to see is Kaspa now really has a bottom at 14. Doesn't seem like it'll ever go lower than that, or at least in this run. And we called this for you. We showed it. I broke all this down, the falling wedge. I drew the Fibonacci. I showed you where the accumulation zone was. I went over why it was good to buy. And look at, it's almost 100% gainer from the 10 and 11 cent Kaspas. So we were buying a lot of Kaspa. Got stopped on Kaspa long at 14. Man, can we? Yeah, I'll take a look at coin. Send it to TA for deep dive though, if you can. Let's take a look at the fan funding. We got Duke AGIX. Thoughts on LPT? We'll take a look at that. Thanks, Lifer, for your work. Shout out to Dimitri Noob. We love you. Thank you. And celebrate the first super chat from Dimitri Noob, man. God bless you, man. First super chat. I love that. Unbelievable. And everyone, keep hitting the likes. You're getting the likes. You got 1,500 people here. Keep hitting that like button. You're gonna move this. You're gonna move this stream further to the upside. You're gonna get it to 16, 17, 18, probably 2,000 people. You really are the ones that are gonna move this. Keep hitting that like button. Keep feeding that algorithm. Let them know that you're into what you're watching, and they're gonna be like, okay, the people like what they're watching. We should send more people there. They want to sell ads, so they want ads that so you get the whole idea, right? So let's keep it moving. Can you place coin again? We'll look at coin. Our group topped off. Yeah, I'll take a look at coin. Thank you for you did send a super chat. God bless you. And you can look at COKSOL, same dev as WIF. Interesting. He didn't make enough money on WIF. He needed to make more money on WIF. I'm just... So you got this trend line on Kaspa. It broke out here. Now an interesting chart, on these moves up. 3-day could continue. Daily just kind of got stumped a little bit there, but you never know. It did break the all-time high. 8 hours a little bit away from the 21. Bearish, very strong bearish divergence. Like some of the strongest I've ever seen. But you got about, so here's the deal. Watch Kaspa. See how it plays out in the next few days. Watch the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour should make a flag. Sideways flag. It might even make a triangle. We don't know exactly. But we want to see if it can, even if it can reset and stay above 18. If 18 can stay above, boom. But if it doesn't, then it's going to fall back down to the 8-hour 21. You know, somewhere into here in 16, 17. But as long as we stay above this 14 and a half, 14.6, I mean, that's a really good position for Kaspa to be in right now. All right. You asked about retroware yesterday. I had such a small market cap, man. I eventually just moved on, right? So I'll probably do the same. I only saw one coin, retroware, right? That's it. But the thing was tiny. It had a $6,000 market cap. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't play with that. All right. Looks like complete sketchy stuff right there. It's already sketchy. That's ridiculous. All right, so. Anyway, so we're watching Kaspa in this little flag if it can stay above resistance. Otherwise, it likely comes down somewhere to 15, 16 and bounces again. I want to see if supportive resistance is strong enough, even though I know that we have to reset on the bigger time frames. Like, right? We're also coming down a little away from the 21. Tells me that it's going to have to come back to the 21 with some bearish div on the 4-hour. Look at that. Swing up. Well, that swings down some really sharp bearish divergence away from your 21-day moving average. Can you stay above the all-time high there? Or do you come back down and find just a higher low to bounce from? That's a question I would have to see for Kaspa. I mean, I can't get the answer right now. All right. And back to Bitcoin. Good thing I didn't ape in. Never ape. When you feel like you have to do something, you don't do it. Like someone said, go for a walk. You know, I had that ape in angst and I decided not to do it. I was going to ask for coffee this morning. I forgot at the last minute. So yeah, I'm going to kind of stick to the idea that the 4-hour wants to take us further to the 21. So honestly, you could short right now, entry right now, stop right here, and just take this down or maybe even down to the bottom of the pattern. I'm not going to short. I don't like to short when Bitcoin's right near its all-time high. It's just not my thing. But all by all means, you may want to open up a short. Let's celebrate the first super chat. Can you do a TA on True Finance? God bless you. And Crypto Plumber. Spaces with Crypto Billy, Sam, Crypto Face, and then Justin. Totally unforgettable. A great night. Wow, man. Shout out to Crypto Plumber. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Unbelievable. Thank you. You people are amazing. $140 in chat revenue. That's like just so I do see the 4-hour, you know, again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. But the probability is likely, based on years of data, that the 4-hour will come further back down, at least to touch 69.5 or possibly back down to 68.6. Interesting, BOOKMAP has no data on that at all. Like it's completely being off the radar. He keeps saying, hey, maybe we got nothing lower than 70,000, 70,800. And there's a lot of liquidity above us too. All right. Big red is higher than us. So that big red just has me like, huh. And the 1 minute technically is still in a bull flag unless it really starts to close candles like somewhere below this trend line and starts to down here. It's still in a chance and it's oversold. There's still that inkling. But right now, the probability is that the 4-hour will take us further down. So just if anyone's around you and you want to know what's up with Bitcoin, that's exactly what we're seeing. All right. Okay. Can you give us TA and True Finance? Yeah, and keep hitting that like, everybody. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. On our way to 1,600 people here on the live. Let's go, baby. Let's go. True USDT. I believe I have an update on this idea. So I had it in this kind of looks like an Adam and Eve double bottom there, but it also got oversold on the 4-hour, overbought on the 4-hour, and wasn't able to get above resistance. So you can see it's kind of clearly in some type of consolidation right now. Now, some would say, well, symmetrical triangle is going to break down. Possible, but I do like the, that kind of Adam and Eve feeling. I see it getting tighter in the zone. Moving average is getting closer. We just have to wait for this 4-hour to kind of break down. Reset a little bit. 1 hour looks good to me too. This looks nice. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice bounce. The safe play is to wait for it to break out. Retest 20 cents. But this thing is hot. I've gave it to the trader group. I'm watching it. You now just got a nice, beautiful setup. Something that I'm looking at. and the tight moving averages, the high volume node right here, the stochastics curving to the downside, the MACD. These are 5 different signals all together. They combine as combined influence. We call it confluence in trading. True tells me there's likely a move here, True 5. And why do I talk so fast? Because there's so much to give you. There's so much to go over. There's so much to cover. There's super chats. There's things I want to talk about. There's ideas. There's mental, thought processes. So look, we talked about total 3, and I went over the fact that total 3 looked bullish to me, and that the moving averages were getting tight. We get a move to break out of this, and we're starting to get into the money here. Total 3 looks really good. Total 3 is the entire market cap of all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This thing breaks this high, we gap up to 781. And then, 781 suggests we break that other high, and we get to that $1 trillion market cap there for the total market. And remember, the total market cap on the altcoins has not hit an all-time high like Bitcoin has. Bitcoin is running the show right now. We didn't even break that all-time high with this run. And then once we break the all-time high, that's when it's really, so we may come up here, then make another big pullback, and then the bigger run may come out into July of 2025. It's kind of crazy. Like, we don't even know how long this run really may be. A lot of people say it's going to be quick. It's going to be a shorter one. And no one says it's going to be regular. Everyone says it's going to be one of the most extended. Ian Bellina of Token Metrics says he's going to go on record saying it's one of the longest bull runs we've ever had. And you're going to see it. You're going to see. He said that's what he says. But again, I don't go on what people say. I will take it one step at a time. And again, how do you navigate that? That almost gives you a sense of fear, right? You're like, well, what if I sell for $2 million and I should have been worth $10 million? Oh my good, Well, what you have to do is find a number that you're happy with. Get to that number. All right. And if the market keeps ripping after that, like say you sell a good deal and you're basically out of the market, and then you can see the market finds another level and starts to rip, start swing trading again, and then just make the rest of the market some, like, you can put $100,000 and turn it, say you make a few mil. And you can start swing trading a couple $100,000 here and there, right? Making $20,000 a day or something. I don't know. My whole point is, don't live in fear. There's always opportunity. You are the opportunity. You're going to be able to find that opportunity no matter what. It's going to happen. All right. So total 3, it did break out. Let's zoom in here and see that it did break out. Look, that's a slight breakout, but it hit resistance. It's got to flip that 707 level. Boom, right? Close a candle up in here in the clean zone. And so that's what we're watching. The daily suggests that we have more than enough momentum to get to at least $781 billion here for the total market cap of all of the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Total 3. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Does it want to continue to rip, or is it going to do a bearish retest here? I've been watching as this thing fell out of the pattern, came right back to this end, and wants to come back in. To me, that looks like a bearish retest, and it could be some alt season. I'll tell you what, when total 3 starts to break that line, it starts to kind of give you the sense of alt season, right? Some say no, it's still in the pattern, Sam. You're just, I don't know. I disagree. It had such a nice trend line that it had, and now it's outside. It breaks back in. Bitcoin steals the show. It stays outside this trend line. We could have some alt season. The daily is suggesting that it could pull back. The 3-day wants it to bounce back harder than ever, but the daily right now suggests that it could start to pull back. If you lose the 200 MA on the daily on Bitcoin dominance, and you also lose it on Tether dominance, that means something's brewing. Look at Bitcoin getting the pump right now to the upside. They sneaked it by me there. Look at, there it is. And there's a chance here. And if you buy that, now you're buying the breakout, which is kind of like you're chasing. Are they sucking people in to think this is the breakout so they can rip it back down and wreck the shorts? Or is this fly? Does this break this level and just continue to moon? Interesting, right? Almost back to the height of the trade now where we were yesterday. Well, look at it ripping. They're short squeezing. And the liquidity is there. BOOKMAP suggests we have the liquidity. I could just simply trust BOOKMAP and go for the short squeeze. I bought a little late. I jumped in with the stop below this level. I don't like buying breakouts at all. I like to buy right there aggressively at the low stochastic. Right? And it's likely I'm exiting, we'll see. I wouldn't ape in right now. I'm aping in for way less to see what happens. Lack of patience on my end. Right? But we're at this precipice where something just insane could happen. And these ETFs could just keep buying. And I mean, when I see that much red liquidity above me, it says we're going to 73,000 and we're going there like maybe today. This says 74K too. So now my update, coincides with that idea. It's not a lot of money. I can only lose like $100, right? 100. So it's whatever. We'll go from there. I just took a $300 trade off the table. So that's a fast cup of coffee right there. That's how you make $5 in a second. Shout out to anyone that had the guts to get in before me. I think my lack of sleep just had me a little slow this morning, but no excuses. I just normally pull the trigger a little quicker. The 4-hour had me scared, I'll be honest. The 4 had me not scared, but had me questioning the idea. And it's how wow, there you go. Look, you're in the money now. And now we got a bunch of liquidity with the short squeeze happening. And there's almost always a short squeeze when I show up on the live, right? Every single time I'm live. This is BOOKMAP. Link to BOOKMAP in the description. This is where all the liquidity lies. It's showing you where people want to sell Bitcoin. Liquidity likes to rip into these areas. And look, that's resistance right there too. This could be a nice short on resistance for the right shoulder, right? Could easily get wicked out. Right now, they're playing around with liquidity. But bearish retest on Bitcoin dominance, something interesting to think about. Kaspa looks like it's going to take a chill pill here on the 4-hour and either go sideways or come back to the 21. We want to see if it can stay above 18. That's kind of what we're talking about in a bit of a nutshell. But I wouldn't be aping in right now. It looks like it's definitely time to either take some profits off the table or get ready for the next leg up in a while. Shout out to the channel sponsor, iTrust Capital. We appreciate you. If you want to jump into iTrust Capital, hit the QR code on the right side of the screen there or the link in the description and in the pinned comments. Make it very simple. Very, very simple. But if you want to see what it's all about, you can join iTrust Capital and start your basically cryptocurrency retirement fund today. Buy and sell crypto inside of your IRA, tax-free. Can't do that anywhere else. And they got SHIB, Gala, Uniswap, Bitcoin, and more. You can't just no one like iTrust Capital. Like, I get speechless sometimes when I think about it because I just haven't seen a company with that much with the high standards, with the redundancy, and when you're done, you actually get the Bitcoin back out of what you can't do on the ETF, right? I don't know, man. This is a resistance now. I chased. See, that's why I never chase pops like I just did. This bad example. It's not one of my. It's not something I do. It's just because there's. Right now I'm speculative investing, all right? Like normally I'm nailing only higher probability trades, but right now I'm speculating the idea that Bitcoin might just actually rip out. And I'd rather take a piece off the table and be a part of that run than miss out. So I'd rather get stopped out than miss something insane that may just be happening right now. Because we break this high, I mean, I don't see how we can't continue. 71,350, or very close to the all-time high. Bitcoin is getting some type of push here. Wow, so many coins, so little time, right? I got one of the hottest setups right now. Samuel and Jackson impression. He's like, if I listen to him more long enough, I can do it. Yeah, I told you 100 times. I got to listen to him like more and more, and I can redo it. Now, a pig got to have a hell of a personality. Now, a dog, dirty dog, but a dog, dirty animal. But a dog got a hell of a personality. I get ahead of a pig, but that pig got to have a hell of a personality. ARKM ripping to the upside. We talked about ARKM being one of the most likely movers today, and ARKM banging. And I talked it to my trading group. We went over it. I show you the stop loss, exactly where it is right down there. Take profit all the way up at 546. ARKM super tight. Anything could happen, but man, that's how it starts. ARKM, man, and I've been talking about it a lot. Let's take a look at the DXY. Now, Bitcoin's about to close the 1-hour candle in 36 minutes if they can, above. See if Bitcoin can close a candle above its peers. That's what we're going to look for now. All right. Say it again. I dare you. I double dog to your money. Lots of Americans don't trust exchanges outside the U.S. Yes, Mexi. Yeah, Mexi does KYC. Yes, but you can KYC at RNSID. Get yourself an RNSID today. Go to RNSID. Get yourself a digital ID. You will be doxxed. Your face will be documented. So if you're not, if you basically are not a bad actor and you're going to be doing the right thing, a bad actor would never get this because you're going to have your face documented. So someone willing to do some shady business would never get an RNSID. I'm telling you right now. But it'll allow you to use the exchanges and talk to customer service. You'll feel free for the first time in a while. I really like this, so check it out. And that's how you can nail it. So shout out to anyone who jumped into ARKM. ARKM banging on them. Back to 71,259. Hanging out at 300. It's like resistance. $3 trade. Even if we pump, we'll come back down. We'll find some levels. It's a tough one today. It's kind of sideways. No, I haven't checked yet. Sound like Matthew. Yeah. Let's take a look at RB. Well, a lot of RWA pumped, and I'll tell you why RWA pumped. When BlackRock's in the news, RWA. So look, I told you about TokenFi over and over again. We're now up 88% from the accumulation zone for me. I gave this to the trading group. This was a boring time. It was April 16th to May 18th. It was a month. I couldn't put out tons of gains like I normally do. The trading group wasn't just like, we weren't like bang, but I kept telling everyone like, this is where we buy. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't explain it, but I made the gains here. But it took me 2 months. I started buying in mid-April into May. And I had faith and I had to do my research. And now I'm up 88% on an RFI coin that most people would wish they had some, right? This all comes from time, all right? And it comes from doing this years and years. And once you miss the boat enough, you figure out how to get on the boat. And I'm not missing the boat anymore. I know how to get on the boat. Token. And one of my favorite coins, you remember the Floki team created this coin. So, and they did a really good job promoting Floki. This is a real world asset coin. I mean, I can only imagine what can happen. Right? Nice call, boss. You made me some nice coin. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who's made gains getting educated with the education they learned from the lifer. Who made gains here? I want to see every single person. We got 1,500 people here. How many people made gains? Tell the new people here. Who's watching the stream? If you've never watched the stream before, put a 444 in the comment. I never asked for 444. So if you never, because it rhymes. Never watched the stream before, put a 444. If you've never watched the stream, this is the first time you've ever been on it, put a 444 in the comment. I want to see how many people are new here on this live stream. All right. We got Kaspa coin, Pam, but that's not true, man. You've been here 100 times. Diego Carrera. Okay, God bless you. We got Amit Singh. You've been here before, I swear. Wow, we have a lot of 444s in the comment. Good entry for AERO. Hit the likes. Honestly, I'd be DCAing into AERO every time it's below $1 if it ever does go below $1. Sorry, watch every day. My third stream. Too many gains to count, man. I love it. Big gains. So it took time, though. See, this took time. If you're a fly-by-night person or you only waited a month, you would have said, oh, this guy's not that good. I lost. You might have bought here and then been down. You see what I'm saying? Like, it just... And there's the trade banging on him now. I knew to hold that puppy, dude. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Break that high. Let's get into liquidity. There was just too much liquidity above me on BOOKMAP. I knew that we had to go for a ruckus romper. Man, that thing is getting... Wow. And look at, there we go, man. And now I didn't want to discount that 1 hour. The 1 hour just had this vibe to me that it was just going to just smelt faces. Now this thing could rip all the way to, we could go to the all-time high right now, everybody. We could go to the all-time high right now. It could happen in front of us. There's enough people around the world. We have ETFs. We have FOMO. We have Frenzy. We have it all. And bang. Is this enough, though? Is this enough? Do we get the follow-through? Or is this just a bit? I like the stochastics RSI in the 1 hour. They suggest this is just the beginning. And we are going to hit our target further to the upside. You saved my butt in January on cold Saturday night. You turned it around, Mr. Sam. Said it, lifer. Tradable supply going to dip into 4%. History today, boys. Yeah, it's a supply shock. There's a supply shock for Bitcoin. That's what people, that halving really starts to kick in. And now we've had about 2 months for the halving. That's when it starts to marinate. 71,600. So if you took the call with the lifer, you could move the stop loss to break even and call yourself basically a risk-free trader to see where this could go. All right? 71,600 for Bitcoin. Only wish I didn't close the small or the bigger one, but whatever, it's okay. I protected capital. That's the most important thing too. I'm ready to go for another day, but this thing is mooning. And we gave you the trade. We showed it to you. I was somewhat speculative, but I still pulled the trigger. Thank gosh I did. And I was late too. I should have been in at about 70,005, up 1,000 already on the move. Okay, that is definitely spam. Get rid of the spam. And now you've been hitting on this channel. You'll never be able to talk to the channel again. Sorry, man. One time for me and you're out. No second chances on the spam. It's just disrespectful. You're using this as your own, liquidity kitty, and it's just not how it works for me. I'm sorry. Shout out to the 1,566 people, 651 likes, $147 in chat revenue. We're getting this strong move to the upside here, called again by Samuel James Price, the crypto lifer. The guy with the 3-piece. Hey, over here, look, can you even see I'm gray today? I'm super gray. Hey, gray pocket square with, everything gray and black over here. Give me a shout out, sir, to your new to your channel. Shout out to Abni Ramanan. God bless you, brother. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the 777. What I've learned from you and Master Friend will set up my family for generations. I can't thank you both enough. That's insane, man. God bless you, Sam. Thank you for being here. They call him Sammy 3-piece. You're not the Gray Pope, right? We need a green suit for the lifer. Rick Grimes. Shout out to Dylan K, Rick Grimes, Block Vibes, and all the beautiful people here on the live. There's another trend line on all my accounts from when I started following the lifer. Proven knowledge dropped by the lifer and the group. There's a trend line in all my accounts from when I started following the lifer. Proving the knowledge dropped by the lifer and the group. I love that. Like you can just see things started to go up. Hey, my life's been going up. So if you've been following me and hanging out with me, your life's going, you know what I'm saying? Like, then your life's going up. Like just proof is in the putting. I said putting, yeah, because I wanted to say putting, Shout out to Sam, man. You're doing great, brother. Thank God for this rain in between. It's about to be a hot summer. We're not getting any rain right now, baby. Placed the long on the lifer. Signs of heavy bullish divergence. God bless the Dutang Crypto Surfer, man. I love you. Live light and love and positivity and trade at your highest frequency with the lifers. Crypto Bear Baker, man. You're the man. So we got a bit of a breakout there. Things are going well. TokenFi doing damage. Wow, man. So many of my calls really taking off. And it's just a blessing to see. Because there was a time where I know people were losing faith. Some people didn't realize, like, they didn't see that I was trying to give them something. It's just going to take a little more time to do what it had to do. The things that I love the most about you are your positivity, your realness, your sense of humor, and your words of wisdom. Shout out to Pix the Missile, man. I'll order one melt up, please. You're funny. Just paid for the trading group and up on Soul. Thank you. Shout out to Manny. We love you. We appreciate you, brother. He's already making gains, man. You gave a call on Bitcoin and I bought Solana. Hey, they usually should move together, though. I wanted to look at the SOLBTC trade now. Let's take a look at SOLBTC, as Bitcoin did get a bit of a pullback there quickly. Yeah, no, it happened to me. We got home the other day and it had rained away from the house. Or no, our house had rained, but not where we were. And I was like, when did it rain? Sol looks like it's about to beat up on Bitcoin. It just looks like people are about to trade Sol memes and not care, and Sol's about to take center stage. I would watch Sol Bitcoin. What is a Bitcoin pair? You buy Bitcoin, you buy the coin, you sell the coin back into Bitcoin. You end up making your Bitcoin bigger in a scarce area where Bitcoin is scarce. Imagine making 2.98% on your Bitcoin. Not amazing, but hey, 10 times that adds up. That's 30%. Now you're starting to make a move. But SOLBTC looks like it does want to beat up against Bitcoin, which also shows that Sol may pump even if Bitcoin goes sideways or hugs that $71,500 level. 71.5's key resistance and support. New York taking lunch and they took the lunch money with them. You're funny. When I do have the BTC pair section, which I forgot, like I haven't used much because it just hasn't been the time. There's a time and place for all that. And there's really only a few main BTC trades that I play, you know. But once that breaks the 200 SMA, that's going to rip. SOLBTC on the radar. STX looks primed. I love this coin. I've been in it for a long time. Came all the way back down to that 618 Fibonacci level. That's the buy zone right there. And it bounced nicely. Bounced beautifully back off that 618 golden pocket. And now you're at resistance. Once you flip resistance, I don't see how this thing doesn't rip right back up to 293. And then back to that all-time high there for stacks. And we were getting into stacks, remember, back down here on the low. So congratulations to anyone that got into stacks. Stacks is hot right now. And I know personally the ecosystem's going to continue to grow. BRC is about to go on its next run. It's going to be BRC 22.0. It's really just getting started, and there's so much coming. So I see stacks making a gain up here to probably 4.93. I'm personally in stacks. I've been up since people don't realize that a lot of 60 to 70% of the bags that I built were down here. I was live streaming every single day, and we were in the bearish of times, and we knew it was hot. How do we know? We just kept looking, man. We just kept looking. All right. I'm working with a bunch of builders in the stocks ecosystem. It's so dope. Okay. My largest bag is Celestia. Just feel like Doge is waiting for its moment. My largest bag is Kaspa, I think, or Bitcoin, really big Kaspa. Look at what's happening here, everyone. And I'm still in that trade. I mean, the liquidity is further up. It looks like we're going to 73.2. It just, so many times I've seen this, and that's where we eat. We go to where we eat. We go to where the food is. The food is above us. There's massive liquidity. Yahweh, my name is my name, right? Yeah. Amen. So stacks gets above this retest 227, and we're gone all the way to 4.92. I'd even just ape into stacks right now with a stop below here, or ape in DCA, but you do whatever makes you happy. I personally have a fat bag that I built a long time ago, and I'm super happy to where this thing could go. So Bitcoin could hit the all-time high today. It really could. There's a chance. Of all days that it's a possibility, today does create that possibility. PALMAI did great, came back down again though. PALMAI, come on, baby. You're eventually gonna have to make bacon on the beach and make it happen. Bit of a cup and handle here for PALMAI though. I'm in this coin. I've been watching it for a long time. It's been hard. That up pump would have been just nice. You know, been in for 5 or 6 days. I got into pretty early and then it ripped to 187. We were getting it at 30 cents. It did a 5x more, almost a 6.5x. All right. Bang, right? Largest $4 CAS BTC. Vera, please. We're going to where ONDO is pulling on my heart, buying a lot of this one. I got a lot of ONDO. I did. And I'm watching it in this flight now. Now, see, the daily is a little overbought. I wouldn't be surprised if ONDO comes back down, but it's attempting to maintain a flag here on the 1 hour. Again, if Bitcoin doesn't play ball, ONDO may not. So I'm watching this flag here. I'm watching for it to come up and consolidate tightly. If it does, boom. Your next target's 186. All right. Above April monthly open. And we're going to talk about Ethereum today too, which we don't do all the time. Wow, I was looking for Uniswap to bounce from here back to 1115. It came all the way low and then bounced. It is on the 1 hour, and it looks like the 1 hour wants to rip. You got these bull flags on 1 hour in a lot of time frames. I mean, a lot of different coins. PNG ripping. Hey, brother, could you check out STRKnet when you get a chance? STRKnet likely has bottomed. It's got an inverted head and shoulder too that's likely going to play out. So here's the deal. This is very simple sauce. Go grab your head and shoulder indicator. Make your left shoulder. Char your head. Char your right shoulder. Complete. Lay the top down. Complete. Lay your neckline. Complete. You're buying somewhere in here with a stop, below even this right shoulder to get to this move. And you could even kind of extend this because you can see the VRVP and the move brings you right back to resistance. This is a place I'd be looking for us to come back to right there and touch on the daily time frame. So I'm watching this really closely. STRKnet. STRK, out of an inverted head and shoulder that's kind of making some type of rounded bottom here too. So can STRKnet break out? Looks like it may. Pump to the upside, close the gap here on the VRVP and get back to 189. Is that what you're seeing? Are you seeing the same thing I'm seeing? I don't know, right? All right. And ONDO's in a bit of a flag. I already talked about ONDO. We went over it together. 71,660 with just so much liquidity above us all the way to the all-time high. Take me to Valhalla today, Bitcoin. Let's go. 73,200. Can we do it? It would be amazing. All right. What is the VRVP? It's the volume range profile. Visual range volume profile. Showing you where the range of the volume is on the right side of the screen. When you have a lack of volume like this big circle area, you're likely to dump down and you're likely to pump up. This tells me STRKnet can make a pretty fast move back to 190. And it's likely this bottom accumulation area between 110 and 130 that can pay you. But again, this is where people don't want to buy the fear. They can't buy the fear. You have to program your mind to buy the fear. You have to reprogram your mind to do the opposite of what you've been taught in your life to stay safe. And once you do that, you'll be able to become a pretty awesome trader over time. It's all about mentality though. How much money do I need to start trading? It all depends on the person. I would tell you can start with $50. You can start with $10. You can start with $100. For me, realistically, I personally would like to start with $5 to at least $1,000. Like that would make sense to me. But again, you should be using demo trading without real money at all anyway. So you actually no money at all. Like the money for the education and a demo account really is what you should be starting with. If I answer that fully correctly. And everybody, get yourself a hardware wallet today, please. Make sure you get yourself a hardware wallet. It's important. Whether you get the smallest Trezor, or you get the Touch, whatever you get out there, Tangem, One Key Touch. We got to work this out, but I do have a brand new One Key Touch here. This thing is really nice. You can put Kaspa in it. So if you have your Kaspa wallet right now and you're really wishing that you had it, this thing is awesome. It's high quality. It's beautiful. It's really nice. And it's sitting on my desk waiting for one of you. I can't wait to send it your way. I already have one. I don't need another one. And it's a beautiful One Key Touch. Look, in the packaging, hasn't even taken the plastic off. This thing is just mint. And we got to figure out a way. I'll talk to my team today, but sometime by the end of May, man, that thing, or by the end of June or mid-June, that thing's got to be, some person has to have that on their desk and be happy with that. So I'm going to manifest to win it. Amen. Just enough to make you pay attention, but not enough to make you scared. Thank you. Forgot I'm usually on mobile with just 2 indicators at a time, so it's not as awesome as TradingView and PC. Definitely not. No way. Alliance block. NXRA came right back down to this key support zone. If it loses it, fine, it goes down lower, but that's definitely a key area to watch. From Impulse to Fibonacci, it's sitting, 786 Fibonacci retracement is right there. Could you get a bounce? Life of round trip my XRP bag 10% total portfolio. If your opinion is getting its old all-time high $5 a cycle, thanks for being solid. Aaron, we'll get that stake soon. Much love. Life of round trip my XRP bag 10% total portfolio. In your opinion, is this getting to its all-time high this cycle? I have no idea what's going to be happening to BTC. I'll be honest. To XRP. To me, it's one step at a time with the charts, but there's so much that affects XRP. It's like its own universe and its own entity in a way. I look at the technical analysis and it just... Let's take a look at the T. To me, every question is answered by TA or I don't know. Could it hit $5 again? Who knows? It's in such a weird place right now. It is bounced though. It has some support at 46 and also looks like it's making a descending triangle. I'll be honest, it's hard to call. Wait for it to break out and retest 64 and trade it to 89. That's about it. I don't know, man. I hold it long term. Sometimes I wonder why. I'm about to sell all my XRP and buy Mumu the Bull with it. I'm serious. I'm really serious. Okay. XRP is not worth going in my opinion. Even if it goes to $5, I could have a swing trade of that for way more gains. It's marketing coin for people now. I have to say, I don't want to hate on market XRP or hurt anybody, but if you, come on, there's so much opportunity in the market. That's like your friend saying that he's going to pick you up on a boat and you go to the dock and you wait on the edge of the boat and everyone keeps coming and there's a bunch of boat companies and a bunch of other friends that keep telling you they can get on their boat and the boats keep coming and boats keep coming and you sit there and the day ends and you never go out in the boat and you waited and there was so many opportunities to go out in the boat, but you didn't go out because you sat there waiting. That's what XRP is. And I love XRP, and I think I'm behind it, and I believe it can revolutionize the world. And I like Brad Garlinghouse. You don't get it. I'm all about it. But but my wallet speaks to me and says, but it doesn't make you any money, right? So I don't care how all about it you are. Show me the money, man. Show me the money, all right? Sam, I bought XRP before you started the channel. Finally got out a little while ago. Shout out to Frank Kulo, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for being here. It was hot back when we were first together, Frank. It was hot. Shout out to everyone. Everyone say what up, Frank, right now. Everyone say what up, Frank. Let them see the community we've built and how many people got love for Frank, man. Me and Frank worked together for probably 4 to 5 years, man, on multiple different projects. We went through the gambit, man. We were up late. We were up to 1 a.m. together working, man. We went through a lot. People putting us through the runner. People trying to freaking blame us for everything. We had to stick together, me and Frank. Shout out to Frank Kulo, man. You're the man, dude. Frank Kulo, get it? I thought you thought that was funny, but I don't know. Anyway, but shout out to Frank, man. We love you, brother. Thank you for being here with us, brother. Frank Kulo, man. The Kulo. He's on the cool and he's super low, bro. Right? Are you still with us? Are you at work? What you doing, Frank? Where you at? XRP is the lowest volatility meme coin in the game. Right? And now, look, we're getting rejected volatility, 71,460. You have to be mindful that, we have to be mindful. Because the idea is this, the 4-hour still says that we pull back, right? And that mixed signals the entire stream on BTC. Just finished a movie in theaters this Friday, The Watchers. It's pretty cool, man. He's moving up, man. He's grinding. Fantasy history, The Watchers, IMDb. So my man worked on this movie here. Dakota Fanning, a young artist, PG-13. Interesting. You can see production info. I was to be careful of this because it will like display personal information randomly. Anyway, that's my buddy. We worked together for years in the industry. All the cast and crew. He's probably in there somewhere. Let's see where my man is. Let's see where Frank is here. Art department, special effects, Paul. Visual effects. Did you do any visual effects, Frank? Stunts. Frank was doing the stunts. No, we were in the editorial. Right? We had first assistant editor, editorial, location, additional crew. No editorial credit though yet. What are they doing there? Like additional crew. No. Anyway. Let's get back into the action here. So we bounced off this 618 for TokenFi. A lot of coins look like this in RWA space. Let's talk about RIO. We also put out there and talked about making a big move to the upside. RIO getting the blast easy. All these things, they all looked exactly the same. RIO was in an inverted head and shoulder. 1, 2, 3. I put it out to the trading group in the inverted head and shoulder. I see it in a flag that could continue too. Chance that RIO wants to continue out this little flag to 257. All right. A little bearish div forming on the 7. He said, I saw him go up. That's funny. Look, someone actually saw it, right? You guys are crazy. I knew he was in there, so I'm like, how can I not see it? I know I didn't want to waste too much time. He said, I saw him go up. Where? Nah, Frank. That's Frank Galacher, I believe. We'll figure it out. Maybe they haven't updated it all yet perfectly. Sometimes you have to add yourself too and update it yourself, or you don't get the credit. Like you got to go through all this like clicking and stuff. That happened to me once. You know. Shout out to Frank on the movie The Watchers, man. Hope it goes well, brother. Me and Frank were in the TV industry together for a long time, and we always wanted to break into the movies. And I almost thought I was going to break into the movies. I got excited, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Like working in the back, you know. You can search words on the site somehow. That's so funny. Thanks, Sam. Shout out to you, Frank. I miss you, Frank, man. I hope everything's going well with yours. Man, I have my third daughter coming, Frank. My wife is 8 months pregnant right now. I have my third daughter is on the way, brother. It's crazy. AGIX looks like it's about to make some type of Moon City move here. I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't the wiser, and I own this coin, of course, but I see a new all-time high coming for this puppy. It's not that far away from its previous one. Here's your resistance. Too many lines there. AGIX, man, and I talked about this thing for days at 4 cents, at 16 cents. It's now at 91 cents. Imagine getting it at 4 cents and riding this thing up to 91 cents. We done did that. We put this coin out back in, I believe it was December of 2022. I remember because I was in Florida when I was going over this coin, the live streams in Florida at an Airbnb. All right. Michael Pa is omnipresent. Michael Pa is always here, man. He's always around. He does tend to come after like 12, or if I'm late, like it's funny. He said that one day. He was like, oh, the time difference. Something about what he does pushes him to like 12:30. So when I ended up being live, I think that's why he was able to catch us yesterday. 71,520 for Bitcoin, holding the zone there. I'm just going to see what happens. Either get stopped out or ride the trade. It is what it is. You just trade the probabilities over and over again. AGIX looks like a big winner. Look at that tight moving averages. Look at the consolidation. And yes, I'm in it, so I'd love it to pump. But 149% gains. And I already have a pretty big bag of AGIX. Like, I think it's like somewhere in the $100,000s. It's like $80,000, $90,000. So like, if we do that, I mean, I'll make another $130,000 off AGI. I mean, that's insane. But AGIX is the mover, man. And you guys saw me. It took me over a year to build that bag. See, it's going to take me 2 to 3 years to make a lot of money that I showed you. And you guys, everyone wants to make the money overnight. Sam is on 3 screens in my house. Shout out to the United States, man. We love you. Let's take a look at coin for you, which is Coinbase. Okay. Look at our weekly chart. Our weekly is low, ready to rock. So Coinbase stock is about to go on a tear. Period. I would buy a low weekly every time in a bull flag. Like every time. Touching the 21-day moving average, came back with its next leg to the upside. It's going to move with Bitcoin's next leg. And even this chart is screaming a move is coming for Bitcoin. That's a simple trade right there. Use the weekly, enter here, ride it all the way up to 430. Stop loss somewhere here below like 164, 190, 175. High probability of a win. You are buying the breakout on the weekly. You are buying a cup and handle, semi-cup and handy on Coinbase. I don't think I need to look at any other time frame really. Your weekly says you are going to blast. Once you break above 270, look for the retest. You're on your way to 431 for Coinbase stock. And Bitcoin's going to hit 90,000, 100,000. Coinbase stock at 430. Could have bought Coinbase stock back here at 30, 40 bucks when we were first looking at it. And you've already up, I mean, look at that, a 7x on Coinbase stock. Yes, AGIX is combining with Ocean FET to form ASI. We know this. That's old, kind of old news, I guess. But for new people, we should say that. I appreciate you reminding us of that. Let's take a look at Aerodrome. And it's the USD pair. It's on CoinEx, but I like to look at the USD pair on Coinbase. And it's been flirting with the dollar area here. Will it collapse further down? Aerodrome. What's happening? Why is it getting sold off? What's going on with Aero? Seems to be struggling a little more than other coins. Like it pulled back, it bounced, and then it doesn't seem to want to hold that bounce. It's in a very, I'll be honest, it's in a very weird, it's in very weird price action. They usually up, come right down, and we're good to go. What I can say is that this was resistance, and it looks like it broke out of that. Okay? Maybe it was also in this, and it broke out of that as well. And then it hit resistance right here at about, 132? Right? Came back down. It bounced twice off of 84, 89. That was the Fibonacci that we pulled. I'll be honest, this is pretty weird price action. It's just kind of meandering around. I don't want to see it break 98. It breaks 98. It's coming to test that low again at 85. Kind of bounce out of nowhere there. The moving averages are somewhat tight. I don't know if it's waiting on Bitcoin or what it's doing. You could say it's technically, though, in this cup and handle. I call these a racy cup and handle. See how it's racy, like how you would draw a racing car in cartoons? It's like the Roadrunner, right? It's got this movement to it. But, we desperately need to break back above. We don't want to lose this POC. You want to break above this. You want to move back up to 162. There's a lot of people that love this coin. A lot of people that know it's going to do well. Base is also popping off. It makes sense to me that this is going to moon. I don't love the market structure. In my life, it's pretty, but you kind of have an inverted head and shoulder here, too. I'm bullish on AERO. I'm not selling a penny. And we'll see what happens. So, I'm already in the trade. So, we'll see where it goes for Aerodrome. All right. Always good to look at alts versus their BTC pairs. Yep. Very, very true. Shout out to Love Learning. Love Learning, we love you. Shout out to Raquel Menina. Shout out to Alib. Shout out to Reliable J. Shout out to Gaddafi. Shout out to Pix the Muzzle. And all the awesome people here on the live. We appreciate you. We love you. We care about you. And we thank you so much for your viewership, your kindness, and your support. Yesterday's live stream was lit. Bitcoin's still at 71,620. No reason to leave the trade. We're all watching this flag that broke out. I mean, it's a clear breakout. As long as that candle closes like that, which it looks like it's going to in 1 minute, that's going to be a clean, bullish engulfing breakout candle. And we touched the 21. Let's see if we can continue and moon all the way to my target at 74,000 and make a new all-time high for Bitcoin today. We want a new ATH and we want it now. We want a new all-time high and we want it now. Imagine if today is the day for Bitcoin and the new all-time high. You know I'm coming out with a Bitcoin tie on tomorrow and that blue three-piece ready to blast. That's what's happening. It's going to happen. KARRAT business partners with NVIDIA, massive pump around the corner. Soon 50 for one coin. KARRAT project number one, definitely soon. It's funny, we did look at KARRAT. Let's go back and deep dive KARRAT again. And it's KARRAT. KARRAT. $108 million market cap. This guy's screaming 8.7% of the supply. So recent Coinbase listing and finally all that momentum build up. This is going to do the Axie, not Mavia. Everyone's wondering what's going to do the Axie Infinity. And a lot of people did speculate on Mavia. KARRAT claim now about empower gaming and AI entertainment ecosystem. The KARRAT protocol is a decentralized gaming infrastructure layer supported by KARRAT and empowered by a truly decentralized community with a shared vision embracing gaming, entertainment, and AI projects. I get it. It says all the right things. I don't know. The trailer is really just a coin like coming out of no like. Oh, so it's a little. I get it now. How many people follow them on X? 27,000. Same as me. Look, we both have the exact amount of followers, 27.5. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I never dreamed I see myself like this. I'm humbled to be a part on the be on the cover of this fantastic publication. Thank you. Thank you, Florida Gulf Coast Money, man. We love you. And so cool, man. Florida Gulf Coast Money, like something about Florida, man. It's just there's something about this special place. Cordana. Yeah, he calls it Cordana. He messed up, man. What if the interest rates for residential housing is intentional to offset the pending commercial real estate burst that's happening right now? That'll help to keep the banks afloat. Banks are going to be out billions of dollars. So to offset, they're getting a ton of mortgages stuck at 7.8% interest rates. Any real estate agents want to chime in? Yeah. I mean, I see what he's saying, right? They stack those, keep them locked in because they're going to get lost to the commercial. Yeah. Funny. Anyway, back into the music. Follow me at Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. Infinite Crypto also jumped on in. Really nice to see him jump on in to the spaces last night. That was awesome. Shout out to everyone that jumped into spaces. Wild Deuces, man. You're the man, dude. God bless you. And, Justin Cashmore. Crypto Face even came through, right? He seems to like he likes the lifer, man. He likes to hang out with me, man. I hadn't been on spaces in 2 months. I jumped in and Face showed up. So, shout out to my man, Crypto Face, bro. Definitely a cool dude in the space. So, Aerodrone, can that cup and handle moon? We don't want to lose 97. If you lose 97, 83 looks somewhat likely. All right. Oh, wow, I wasn't following you on Twitter. My bad. Anytime, man. Please do. Yeah, Twitter's been hard to get followers. It's not easy for some reason. We used to get like 100 a day. It was just like popping off, and they got tight. Placed a long on the lifer signs of heavy bullish divergence. I like it. Hey, brother, can we check out STRK? We looked at that. Life or round trip, my bag. We talked about that. Good morning. Also, Ripple dumps 1 billion coins on holders per month. Look at that. What I've learned from you and Master Friend is set up my family for life. I love him saying that. Shout out to Sam with the 777s. Good entry for AERO and spaces with Crypto Billy from Crypto Plumber. Like that, bang. We looked at True. Yep. Retro Wave, I don't want to look at that again. Zeus, as for Soul. And we looked at Coin again for United States. Had to pop in and say thank you. Shout out to Jimmy for the $100 super chat. Thanks for your life work from Dimitri Noob, Duke, Hijinks, Hulk, Solana. And you're still in a winning trade right now if you did take the trade with me. Underground Crypto, Dimitri Noob, and everybody here, Zeus, United States, Bam Bam, Crypto Plumber, Sam, Andrew G, the Chef, Daddy T, and everybody that gave on the fan funding side of things. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate you, man, and it's really nice of you guys. $183 in chat revenue. Now you're going to make my wife she's going to make me take her to lunch now. Every single time when she sees the super tag over $100, she makes me take her to lunch. But people asked about FET. I see an AI revolution going on. It looks just like AGIX. You can see they're both consolidating, getting ready for some type of big move. Well, this happens to the indicator sometimes. It just gets like wonky. I just delete it and put a new one in there. When they like reset their site, every once in a while, like your long two will just get off sync. Like, I don't know why, it's just something that happens. Also, I'll eventually, every once in a while, I can't make the vertical line. I can make the horizontal go, but I can't make the vertical line. Not this way, like this one. I have to actually click the menu. I don't know why the shortcut keyboard disappears on me. I have to look into why that happens. It's not a big deal. It's just like, it's an inquiry of mine. Like, Anyway, I see AI and I see AGIX. I see FET. I own both these bags, big ones. And I like what I see in these. And I see moves coming for both of these, AGIX and FET. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see FET above about 269 and then starting to plow back to $5. $5 FET is coming, baby. $5 FET is coming. Okay, back into the live chat. Hi, Lifer. Would you please look at APP USDT big sell-off? I don't even know what it is, man. You got to hit MPL before you split. Maple Finance. People seem to be all about this thing, Maple. CoinEx tends to have a lot of the coins that you can't get in a lot of places. If it's not on MEXC, it's usually on CoinEx. Eventually, it gets the MEXC from CoinEx. Usually, it makes its way on in. I don't know. Maple looks interesting. I don't know. Like, the chart's all right. It hit a low, came up, hit a secondary low, double bottom. Does show signs of, if possibly, bottoming here again. And then it's just look for it to break above 16. If it breaks above 16, boom. I knew about Maple when it first came out, Token Metrics, back when. We talked about it and then we watched it rock. I remember we got in it we talked about it like 23, 24, and it ripped all the way to 60 and then came all the way back down. Anyway, Maple looks interesting. And then I'll talk about MPLX. You know, BitBoy is all about this thing. He swore he uncovered the holy grail of coins right now, and he may have. You know, I can't cover everything, so when other people do other things, I take it into account. I might build a pretty big bag of this. I haven't yet. It's on CoinEx too as well. That's the place to be. I keep a CoinEx account just in case I can't get to a coin. I can buy it on CoinEx, right? Tangem Wallet also is great. One key touch. Also, they have a lot of, basically, they have a lot of coins that normally other people don't have. And they have the ability to store those coins. So I like those two. Tangem Wallet really has a lot of the low cap gems that are hard to get a wallet for. And Tangem, like when Kaspa really first came out, it was hard to get a Kaspa wallet. Tangem was already there to go, right? So I'm watching MPLX, and you know, it looks a lot like ALBH. It came down, came up, one higher low, higher low, higher low. It's getting tighter. If it loses, it's fine. It comes back down, but it looks like it's going to bounce off that 200 to get very tight. This could be one of the last chances to buy this coin at these prices here at 28 cents. The technical analysis is saying that, you know, either You buy here and it's going to drop, or you're buying one of the best prices ever. So DCAing here, I mean, it's undervalued. Right? If you couldn't get 12 cents, then 28 is the next best thing. I mean, the low here was back here when it was sitting at what, 8 cents. So they're already up pretty big. Looks like Michael Jordan has invested in this too as well. That's kind of what was coming from that video. And if Michael Jordan's in, I'm in. Allen Iverson as well. So MPLX looks like it's going to be basically the NFT carousel for Solana, and it's going to have basically kind of like monopoly on it. No one's just going to be really touch how it manages and does what it does. So there's a high chance that if Solana's going to be hot, you believe in Solana. This is the outlier behind that. And you know, I don't want to say I came up with all this. This is, you can watch BitBoy's video and learn more about what he said about MPLX. What I'm good at is speculating. I watch every single channel, and I might make more money than the people that find the coin on it because I put more money down, or I might even believe more about it. They might research it, but I might believe more about how I invest in it. I'm not saying that's true about it, you know, this situation. I'm just saying I've seen it happen before, but I keep my mind open. I'm always watching multiple channels and multiple ideas, and not every single coin that I find is my coin. But I do find a lot of different coins, you know. MPLX looks nice to me, and that is where you would buy it, technically speaking, if you want to catch a deal and you're not chasing. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, and you got to do whatever makes you happy. Trade still sitting pretty with the breakout. We're getting the second candle. That candle closed hot, and it looks like this second candle is going to continue. I'm going to stay in the trade, maybe even double down. I wouldn't be surprised if we rip to 74,000 and we do go to the all-time high. We're about to go to 72. We're getting very close to the all-time high right now. It's getting crazy. I'm not surprised. There should be more people. There should be thousands of people on the stream. Where Bitcoin's about to hit its all-time high, and we got 1,300 people. It bugs me out. If they're all going to rush in after we hit it, like, they really beat Bitcoin down. They made it boring for 2 months. They made Bitcoin think that it wasn't going to do a thing, but man, it's ripping. All coins are ripping. We're finding trades every 5 seconds. I put out so many charts now. You guys are getting bombarded. I told you to chill. I told you it was going to come strong, and I told you a lot of people are going to start jumping back into the trading group. The people that left, you're going to jump right back in. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, dang, why did I leave in the first place? What was I thinking? They've made massive gains since I left. TokenFi, Rio, the money is flowing in, baby. Hey, the charts don't lie, man. You know, the charts don't lie. The data don't lie. So join my trading group. Learn what it's like to hang out. Become financially free. All right. And, take your living by storm. Like, become your own boss. You don't need a boss. You can become your own boss. If you're disciplined enough, you won't need a boss. You yourself can be the boss of your own life. And that's what everyone should be striving for, in my humble opinion. That's when you can give back the most. When you're running at optimal, you can help people the best. So remember that. And when you follow your heart, you're running at optimal. So when you follow your heart, you can help the world in the best ways possible. Because you'll feel motivated all the time to do what you love, because it'll be from the heart. All right. Tomorrow is weekly screen share, but it also is the Celtics. I believe they play at like 7 or 8. I just want to take a look there, because I definitely would like to watch that finals. So let's see. I just want to, Porzingis' plans to be ready for game 1, man. We didn't even need Porzingis to float all the way, but it would have been nice to have him. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice to have him. He made it so simple and sweet. He's such a big dude, and he also moves pretty well. He also, he can hit a 3 here and there when needed. Not amazing. But, wow, Celtics, Dallas. It's going to be intense. About to say, I thought I missed the game for a second. I was like, whoa. This 1 hour looks hot, man. We're in the money now and starting to really get pushed to the upside. If you took the trade with me, I did ape in. I technically bought a breakout there, something I don't like to do. I will be honest, man. Brave browser I love Brave browser and how it works, but it's horrible when it comes to Googling. Like if I type in something I need to find and I type it in on Google, like Brave browser's search results are just like nowhere near Google's. I don't know what's going on there. And I'm not trying to hate on Brave, everyone. I like the team and I like the coin and the whole thing, but come on, man. So tomorrow at 8:30. So I'll do screen share from 7 to 8:30 tomorrow night. All right. That way we can end the screen share. And if you want to watch the game, I don't want to compete with the game. You might want to watch the final. I get it. Who cares? It's just basketball. We're here to make money. But hey, every once in a while, it's nice to do something other than stare at the charts every 5 seconds. You got to give yourself a break. And the one thing I do is I watch my Celtics, man. And I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan, right? And so I'm going to end the stream with us in the massive green right now. Another trade I gave you live. I mean, I did it yesterday. I did it the day before. I don't know what else I can do. People say I don't do enough. People are stopped criticizing us, though. They used to kind of, now there's just no more criticism, really. People are just like, the guy makes money live every day in front of you. What more do you want? He shows you how to find liquidity. He shows you how to use BOOKMAP. He's got great sponsors on the channel. He doesn't shill coins. He sells his education. That's why he doesn't have to shill anything. He lives, and so anyway, I love you all. I appreciate it. And it's all because of you guys. If each and every one of you didn't show up, there's no way I would have anything I had. If you guys showed up to the live stream and gave me a life that I never thought possible. So because this live stream started to gain momentum, my life gained momentum, and it's due to everyone else. So my gratitude is to everyone here. I cannot believe it. So much gratitude to each and every one of you. Like I'm in a state of shock every single day. But stay blessed, stay amazing. Let's see how we can continue this run to the upside. Let's see where this 1 minute goes. Maybe we get bearish div, and that's the end of the rally. We have to remember that the 4 hour is not in our favor, no matter what. All right. And someone said, DYM, if you can, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. And, just to be considerate and nice, maybe that's, I'll do that dimension. I consider Dimension a dead project in my instinct. Like it came out to try to make money off of the TVL on Atom when there was an Atom hype. And I think that's all it was. It was like a wrapper to try to I don't think it's sustainable. I really don't believe it's going to come back too strong. But again, that's me. I could be wrong. Maybe this is your bottom and it moons. It does have a shoulder, head, and shoulder. It is in a bit of a flag. It's showing some signs of life. I looked at the 1 hour and I did see this flag here for Dimension. But it's nothing I'm touching, nothing I'm going to be in. And I think there's just far other better projects out there. Pepe Coin, ARKM, you name it. I mean, I just think there's so much better out there. And I don't know, Dimension ain't it for me. But it might be a nice little swing scalp back up to 384. That could pay the bills right there. All right. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index here too as well. Back at 75. Whenever I didn't sell, I mean, that's so crazy that it's that hot. But maybe we get pinned. Maybe that's just the type of rally it's going to be. But any runes on your radar other than the dog? Nah, I'm not really into runes, man. I think there's way better ways to make money, man. You can't get into everything. You really can't. I used to try to grab every single thing. I'm going to be heavy on Kaspa memes and Kaspa. While everyone's doing on runes and doing rune stuff, I'm going to be deep diving Kaspa. Yeah, I never made BRC20 that big. I have exposure. I have the coins that I believe could help us, and we go from there. Amen. I love it. I love it. Set your goals high, man. You're going to do it. Once you make your first million, your second one, then your third one, you blast up to 10 mil fast, man. You got this. Wow. 900 million in Bitcoin ETF flows. I mean, it was huge. It was huge. And remember, the inflows keep coming too. That's another thing that no one wants to talk about. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I care about you. Thank you so much for being here. And I can't wait to guys see you tomorrow for the next live stream. Stay blessed, everybody. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. And remember, you can, you will, you are the best. You got this. We're going to have some ups and downs. Nothing goes up forever. Take profits. Keep it moving. And believe in yourself. Stay pocket squared up, right? Stay fresh. Stay rich. Choose rich, man. Don't choose that low life. Choose that high frequency. Always go for the gusto. Always tip a little more at the restaurant. Always give a little more, man. The people that give get the most. I'm telling you, givers gain. So once you understand that and you involve yourself in that flow of energy, the energy surrounds you. And once the energy surrounds you, I mean, it all starts to work. So I love you all. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for another amazing knock it out the park. Never quit it, everyday hitter. We hit the stream again. God bless you all. Thank you.